The supercomputer, forget the two these, it's just the. Warning, there's no proof to this. This is just a theoretical, this is just a hypothesis on how time travel might work in the real world if it was possible to put these things into practice. We have the future and the past, and to get to the future and the past, it's going to rely on the same mechanism, and that's moving through a world line with a Albacurian warp drive. I hope I said his name correctly because, well, that guy, he's responsible for, his name is Miguel, and he's responsible for the idea of the Albacurian warp drive. The warp drive is his last name. We went through this in the last video. But the thing is that if you had a supercomputer that had the ability to look at every world line in existence and then go forwards or backwards on this world line, then you would be able to, time travel. And in fact, you could change reality in every possible way. So you could have every possible reality, not just the reality that happened or will happen. And, well, isn't that great? We have some sort of mechanism for time travel. Now, this computer would have to have all the knowledge in the world, and not only all the knowledge in the world, even all the knowledge that doesn't exist, like things that didn't happen. And furthermore, this computer also needs to have the ability to warp space and time in the way that you see on the left of the screen with the Albacurian warp drive. And with that being said, if it did have both of those potentials, then you could go into any possible reality and you could have time travel. And, well, what this leads up to is something with the understanding of the past and the future, with the past having a lot of things that make it up, and the future having a lot of things that make it up. And the world line has an opening for an understanding of the past because there's a lot of things that could have happened, but they all happened up to this point. There's only one thing that is happening, and that is now. And the future has a lot of things that could happen, and that's just a multitude of things. And that's that. Now, what this is saying right here is if you had the ability to do such things, then you would have Laplace's demon. And, well, I believe it was made up by a French philosopher. Kind of sounds French because Laplace. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And this drawing was made by Richard Sola, which is a very good drawing. I believe it shows what Laplace's demon is exactly like. If you know everything in the past, then you can predict everything in the future. And yeah, with that being said, that is what would happen if we had one of these supercomputers that was able to manipulate space and time with the utmost knowledge of omniscience. So with a supercomputer of omniscience and all powerfulness, you could have that. You could have that. Now, to develop this supercomputer, we're going to talk about that in the next video, and it's going to be great because we're going to make a supercomputer. And I got to find another way to say bye in a different language, but I don't know that right now. So I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn. One of these days I might learn. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.